What is up, guys? It's your very first episode of Behind the Dish Wrestling Edition. Okay, so I wanted to do a wrestling edition like last week, but I was doing it. I was posting videos off this thing, so it was going really slow, and I did not like the way it looked on my phone. So I waited until I got a laptop, and I finally got one. Pretty legit laptop. I really enjoy it. So I'm gonna be able to pump out videos in a lot quicker time frame. So I'm really excited about that. But today we're gonna talk about the WWE and TNA. We're gonna talk about WWE first because they got a lot of stuff going on, and I would kind of want to save TNA for last because it's my favorite of the two. So, anyways, the main thing WWE's got going for it is Bray Wyatt. In case you don't know who Bray Wyatt is, he used to be known as Husky Harris. And Husky Harris didn't really have anything going for him. I mean, he had that little faction he had with Wade Barrett, but Wade Barrett was the main guy in there that's the WWE wanted you to care about. So Husky Harris was kind of bland. So WWE takes him to their developmental stage, which is NXT, and Bray Wyatt decides to come up with the Wyatt family. Now, the only thing I can kind of describe the Wyatt family being is like Charles Manson and his followers, and Bray Wyatt being Charles Manson. It's pretty cool and kind of edgy for the WWE since we're in the whole, PG era, and I like it. I hope it goes the way it should and not watered down because, you got Linda running for office, so there's certain things WWE's not gonna do, but hopefully they'll let the Wyatt family just run with it. I don't know who they're gonna feud with though, because the Shield is your main heel faction, so you don't really want to turn them good, but you can't turn the Wyatt family good. So I have no idea what you're gonna do with them. Hopefully they won't just go around and wrestle super groups with John Cena and Sheamus, Randy Orton. That just doesn't go anywhere. So I'm really interested to see what they do with them. And the next thing I want to talk about is CM Punk and Brock Lesnar. Now, they got a few coming around, probably around SummerSlam. Excuse me, guys. I did not mean to spread my germs around y'all, but anyways, I'll pay for the health bills, I guess. CM Punk and Brock Lesnar. I'm really skeptical about this feud, guys. Like, I love Paul Heyman, I love CM Punk, and I love Brock Lesnar, but I don't know what's happened to Brock, but he doesn't go as hard as he can in the ring anymore. Like, I don't know if, like, he's scared he's gonna hurt somebody, or I don't even know, but his pace in the ring is so slow. I guess it's always kind of been kind of slow, but, ever since I've been watching TNA, I'm just not a fan of that anymore. I know CM Punk's probably going to carry the match because he's CM Punk and he's so good at what he does. And I'm looking forward to it, but I really hope it's not a slow-paced match and they'll have some big moments in there. But I don't know what they're going to do because, CM Punk is a smaller guy and Brock Lesnar's a really big guy. And I'm curious to see what they're able to do together. Maybe they'll mesh. You never know. The next thing I want to talk about is the Shield, and I'm such a big fan of the Shield. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns are probably my favorite thing going on in the WWE right now, and I do not want to see them split up anytime soon. WWE's big on splitting up factions way too soon, and letting the guys go off by themselves and kind of basically thrown into the wolves. And I think it's good to have a group when you first come around so you won't get judged solely on your performance, but collectively as a group. And I think they're doing fine. They still get a big pop. I mean, they're probably going to turn good with Wyatt family coming around. So that's interesting to see how they're gonna roll with that. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are kind of natural heels, but I think Seth Rollins is a natural babyface, so he'll be probably the leader role into the future in the Shield, I believe, which will probably lead to them splitting up very soon. I need to go to a doctor, guys, or something. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Seth Rollins. Yeah, I don't really care for Seth Rollins that much when he was in Ring of Honor, but since he's gotten the Shield, he's got promise. He's gonna be a top babyface in a couple years when Cena gets stale. Well, Cena's already stale in my opinion, but when the kids stop caring so much about Cena, is when I think Seth Rollins will take over for the whole big babyface push. Let's change gears and let's go to TNA. Best thing in TNA right now, hands down, Bully Ray. Like, as you know, Bully Ray was in ECW and WWE, but I don't know what they were doing with him because, like, his potential that he obviously had was untapped at that point. I mean, even TNA didn't see it for a while. Like, he's in his 40s now, and he's, like, in his prime of his career. It's pretty cool. He's so good on the mic. He's so good in the ring. And, like, I kind of think he's wasting his talent with Aces and Eights, though, Like, other than Mr. Anderson, or some of y'all know him by Mr. Kennedy, there's not a lot of good talent in Aces and Eights. You got upper to low mid-card. I don't know what they are. They're not, I wouldn't say upper mid-card because they're garbage for the most part. They're young, but I don't know. Maybe the whole main event Mafia feud, they're going with all that. You don't have the veterans help them out, like Kurt and Sting and Joe. So hopefully that'll help the young guys and Aces and Eights get over. But I don't know. I mean, Briscoe is awful. Bischoff is awful. I don't know. I'm not a fan of those guys. Another thing you got going into TNA is AJ Styles. Now, we've seen AJ be bad before, but we never seen him be bad and, be cool at the same time. Let's accept fortune, but his main heel character when he was alone was Prince AJ. Well, he wasn't even alone then, I guess not, because he was with Kurt Angle. So he hasn't been alone and be bad in a long time. Not that I can remember anyways. So it's going good for him. He doesn't care. He's kind of his own guy, and he's got that new submission, and he's slowing down his pace. And I mean, he's not too slow, but he's not going 110 miles an hour the whole fight or match. There's some people get really offended if I say fight in WWE. So I'm going to go with match so nobody bite my head off. Yeah, I really like what they're doing with AJ. Austin Aries. Thought he had something planned. 2 weeks ago, he jumps the guy that's known as Suicide. And Suicide, in case you don't know, he's a character from the TNA game. And if you did not play the TNA game, do not go out and go to your local Walmart or Target or something like that and go buy it, because it's garbage. It's plain garbage. Like, I don't know what they were doing. I think they just wanted to push out a game because, WWE has so much success with WWE games. So I don't know. But anyways, you basically take the career of Suicide, and TNA's like, oh, good idea. Let's put Suicide in real life and bring him to TNA. Dumb. It's garbage. Anyways, Austin Aries wins the X Division, and the next pay-per-view they got, or next big pay-per-view, I don't know if it's next, but it's the next big pay-per-view they got coming. You have a stipulation to turn in the X Division for a chance at the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And Austin Aries was about to use the stipulation to become number one contender. And, lo and behold, Hulk Hogan walks out, hey, brother, not on my TV show, brother. We're going to have a triple threat, brother. And they have a triple threat with Suicide, Chris Sabin, and Austin Aries. Austin Aries loses to Chris Sabin. awesome match. It was such a good match. I actually watched the whole thing through, and I do not watch a bunch of matches all the way to their finished. But that match I really did because it was so interesting. Um, Chris Sabin ends up getting the W and ends up telling Bully Ray that he wants to cash in his X Division. I'm not a fan of that because I don't see Chris Sabin being a world champion. See him being X Division at best. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's really good in the ring, but he can't talk. I mean, he's still on the mic for the most part. And I'm not one to say that your world champion's got to be big, like Batista or Brock Lesnar big. But I think Chris Sabin's a little too small. I understand that TNA has got the smaller guys in the World Heavyweight Championship picture, like Austin Aries and Jeff Hardy. But I don't think he's going to be able to be a world champion. But so Bully Ray will probably win. And Joe and Magnus, or Joe or Magnus, will go for the title. But that's all I think I want to talk about in this video. It's been pretty long, so I guess y'all got y'all's information for what y'all waited for, because it's been a long time. I'm sorry, I apologize, it's been so long. But thank y'all guys for liking so far and sharing. Y'all are all beautiful. But here's the thing, I'm a greedy son of a gun, so if you have not liked or shared my page, please do so. I will love you eternally forever, I promise. And I'll be in your good graces, and I'll owe you something. I don't know what. But, so we're coming up on 100 likes. I know that doesn't sound big for, like, some of y'all, but it's kind of a big thing for me. So, when we reach 100, I'm going to do a special video. I don't really know yet, but I'll come up with something. And I had that question and answer video coming up today. So I'll see y'all guys later. Stay beautiful, like always. I am out.